The people of Sri Lanka are set to vote for a new president on Saturday in an election that will be key in deciding the future reforms in the country that is reeling under an unprecedented economic crisis. More than 17 million Sri Lankans are eligible to vote for their next president, who will serve a 5-year term. Sri Lankans will cast their votes at thousands of polling stations amid tight security. The winner will formally be announced by the Election Commission, probably on Sunday. The campaigning ended at midnight on Wednesday, 48 hours before election day. Dr. Ahmed Moin Farooqi is joining us from Colombo. Ahmed, good morning. Now, we tell our viewers that campaigning has ended ahead of the elections that will be held tomorrow, that is Saturday. Help us get more on what is the election fever likely in Sri Lanka. How are people expected to vote, and also help us understand the political contest.
Good morning, Preeti. Yes, the elections this time are very pivotal for the island nation of Sri Lanka. You're right. It has been really under crisis, the economic crisis, the height of it, which we had seen in 2022. That is something which has been high on the minds and agendas of all the presidential candidates. Currently speaking, yes, you're right. The silent period is going on. Tomorrow, the voting will commence at 7 a.m. and it will go until 4 p.m. 17 million voters across the island will exercise their franchise. Here, the Sri Lankan system adopts a method of preferential voting, in which the voter will be allowed to exercise 3 choices as 1, 2, and 3. Alternatively, the candidates will be judged on the basis of the first preference vote in the first round of counting. In the eventuality that none of the candidates will secure 50% of the vote in the first round of counting, the second round of counting will resume only for the first two, the top 2 candidates who have secured the highest number of votes in the first round by eliminating all the other candidates, and their second and third preference counts votes will be counted. But the Election Commission has mentioned that although the counting will commence tomorrow immediately after the voting ends, the results will likely be announced on Sunday, including if there is any second round of counting as well. Preeti.
All right, Ahmed, also get us more as to, we also told our viewers, you also tell us that the extreme crisis was witnessed in Sri Lanka in 2022. The country is trying to get back to normalcy, but then still it is a long road ahead. Get us more as to how to evaluate the challenges that await the new political dispensation.
Preeti, you're right. You see, 2 years back, there used to be a crisis in the sense that there was a short supply of essentials, including rice, food grains, fuel, as well as medicines. Given that circumstance, India had come to the assistance of Sri Lanka by coming forward with a huge $4.5 billion worth humanitarian assistance. That said, as of today, there is no shortage in terms of the essentials. There are no serpentine queues, but you see, the debt still exists. The debt restructuring has been completed just yesterday. The ISB bondholders' debt has also been restructured, and the president has also mentioned that this will be a very healthy step forward. But for the new government, you see, the bigger challenge will be how to ramp up the GDP, how to increase the revenues of the government, and how to take forward the debt repayments which will start in 2029. As of now, the moratorium exists on debt repayment till 2028, but 2029 will be a major milestone, a major landmark with regard to when Sri Lanka will restart debt repayments, and that will be a make or break moment for Sri Lankan economy also.
All right, we leave it here.